Back, everybody. It's time for another tank update. It's been a sad week, but also an exciting week. Let's start with Kenna's tank. She added her a betta in here. That's like a pink blackish color. That's really cool. She added a few more plants. Haven't really seen her shrimp around often. They have more places to hide, so. She has little snails in there. I don't remember if I showed you that in the last little video. She was able to take a few from the fish store. He just let her have them. So she added those. There's the betta. Look at that guy. And then these guys, it's been 2 full weeks since any signs of anything, so I'm gonna slow down on the copper treatment, do the water changes with just straight salt water. So yeah, they're doing pretty good. And they've been acting a little nicer to each other, which is great. So then we come over here for the big unveiling. Here we got a 32-gallon Biocube. Decided the more I thought about it, the idea of like issues arising and then not having ample time to address them was enough to convince me to purchase this, and it was a good deal. Which, if you know about these, they're all in one system, so it has the light built in, a built-in return pump, if you can see it past the glare right there. So it's a very cool filtration system. The water gets pulled in on this side, and the pump, I think how it works is it pulls water in this column. Yeah, I'll just show you. Yeah, it'll pull water here, which will cause water to pull through all the mechanical filtration and chemical filtration, whatever, and then it's heated up in this column, which the heater I had to buy, but and the light's really bright, but it did come with a light. Just switched over the 2 power heads. That was another issue, was flow in the other tank, I think, because we were starting to get cyano building up, which we're probably going to see that in this one too, but I'm hoping there's more even filtration. So yeah, I got those 2 guys. Got my little thermometer, just a little cheap little thermometer. Got 10 more pounds of live rock, and then yeah, hopefully these spots will work for all the corals, because I don't like to mess with them all that much. But I don't remember if this was in the last video either, but the Recordia mushrooms, 2 of those. This big one dropped off this little one, and these are like free moving. They'll just kind of float till they find a good spot, and they look pretty settled where they're at. So the new additions, Worldwide Corals had a coral sale that was like a very fast, like you had maybe a few minutes, if that, to like snag corals for like $5 or whatever. I was able to get this, which I'm hoping it lives. It's a Montipora. And then down here we have some zoanthids. They're called sweet tooth zoanthids. They're not really open now because they just came in yesterday, but they're very pretty. But I'm also a little weary of the palitoxin thing, so not sure if they're gonna stay long term. But other additions, we have a starfish in here, a sand sniffer starfish. Don't know where he's at. We also have a small little short spine urchin that is also somewhere, and a green emerald crab that are all hidden, tucked away. Yeah, of course, hermit crabs. We got tuna serious snails, which are really neat. If you haven't seen them, they're probably under the sand somewhere, and then they'll come out when I put food in. They're very cool. They're very, like, a lot of personality. Excuse my dogs, they're loud. So to coral progress, got our GSP, kind of got it isolated a little bit. I wanted to put it on the back so it would grow up and get all pretty, but to stabilize the rock. I will, buddy. Yeah, so the GSP looking pretty good and flowy and bright. Then we'll skip that one. Here's the Blastomusa. Been having issues with this guy. He looks fairly open and good, but he had aptasia growing on his exoskeleton, so I had to take him out, put him in some water, salt water, and then I treated it with Aptasia X. And I haven't seen it. It was a pretty big one too, but so yeah, I've been having issues with that. The green cabbage leather looking pretty good. Bunch of polyps. And we come over to the mushroom. Looks better. We messed with the flow a little bit in the other tank, and he was starting to look really like stretched out, and he wasn't opening fully or smoothly like it is right now. So I think he likes this placement, maybe even the lighting upgrade. He's probably enjoying. And then we got our Acan, who at nighttime, it'll open up a little more, and it'll have these little like brown tendrils in the water column.
What are you doing with your video?
And then we come over here to Donut, the Duncan. He is doing great. He has 3 like decent sized heads growing. And then I noticed yesterday a 4th very small one right here, if I can get it to focus. There we go. A little 4th head. And then probably, yeah, it looks like he's enjoying the placement, but I enjoy this coral a lot. I see why they're so appealing. Hasn't been too terribly hard to keep. To feed him, he'll just grab, whenever I feed the tank, he'll just grab little pieces of mysis shrimp and eat them. Same with the Blastomusa. The Acan, I've been having to direct feed it. And then the last one to show off today is the frog spawn. Big, really cool, flowy coral. When I picked up the tank, they had a coupon for a fish, but because we had the clownfish already in quarantine here, I'd asked if I could get a coral instead, and they said yes. So I've seen this really big, pretty frog spawn, and it looks like it's in the process of budding too, which I hadn't noticed till we put in this tank. But you can see 2 mouths. There's one there, and then one to the top left of that.
Do you want me to let Marlo in?
Yeah, please. Alright, thanks for watching, guys.